In this series of videos, I'm going to be testing some games on the all-new Asus ROG Ally. These tests will be focused on showing you as close to an out-of-the-box experience as I can provide. I've performed all firmware updates and all driver updates as of the date of this upload. Tests will show usage of the 15-watt performance profile and 25-watt turbo profile on various resolutions in order to find a point where the game is playable and enjoyable. Should you wish to perform tweaks such as using the manual mode or de-bloating Windows 11, then you can only expect to get better performance than what you're seeing here. Should any games fail to meet the criteria of being playable, I will at a later date be testing these using tweaks and other modifications that may become available from the community, also including using tools such as the manual mode and potentially de-bloating Windows 11. If you do have any game requests or anything that you want to see specifically, please let me know in the comments below. But with all that being said, let's get started. Soon, might you know, it's The Sims 4, a game which has somehow, by some miracle, seen more expansions than my waistline. It's still not finished. They're still making things for this damn game. But I can't help myself, I love it. Let's see if it works alright. So I have had to download a community controller profile, because this doesn't have native controller support, despite also having been released for console at one point. So to start off, we'll go on the 15-watt performance mode, and we have got everything set to sort of low to medium. The game did try to tell me that it was downloading all my expansion packs, of which there are many, but it doesn't seem to have downloaded them. It only seems to have downloaded Eco Lifestyle for some reason. Okay, so this controller profile has this as the camera, zoom, cool. So we'll go straight out. Well, actually, let's have a little bit of time in the house first. It's a little bit stuttery on the high speed, but to be honest, it usually is. Not bad. Let's get somewhere a little more crowded. Let's head to the gym. Okay, well, we're in a place with more people and we're kind of teetering around the 120 FPS mark, which is pretty great.
Waba. No, Snorka.
Okay, things are still a little bit stuttery. Like it's keeping a nice frame rate, but it's struggling to keep things consistent. I wonder if we just need to take it up to turbo. Sims games are weird. There's always so much happening outside of just what you can see. Come on, fight me. Your mother is a llama. Yes, fight. Hey, get back here. I'm not done with you. So you see when we open some dialogue options, it takes a little time, but only the first time. So I think even at the 15 watts, that may have smoothed out eventually anyway. Let's try this on the silent mode. Yeah, build mode seems, or build and buy, seems to be pretty responsive. And it's got a lot of stuff to load in. And it's not too sluggish. So you could get away with this on the silent profile. Take it down to low if you want to get even better. Personally, I'd probably just stay in this 15 watt profile. 25 watts if you want to keep the stuttering to a minimum, but to be honest, Sims 4 is always a little bit stuttery. Everywhere I've played it, it just tends to need a second sometimes. So there is a lot of weird story stuff happening in the AI of all the other Sims. And it can slow it down, especially when you've got a lot of expansion packs installed. If you are someone that has all the expansion packs installed, you'd probably want to go 25 watt. And you could even drop it down to 720p if you desperately needed to, but I can't imagine it'd get much worse than this. Yeah, definitely auto scale that. That looked horrible. So this works pretty great. You can run this pretty much however you want. It really will depend on how many expansions you've got. Sims 3, when it was the complete edition, just crumbled under the weight of all the expansion packs. This only seems to have installed one of mine, so your mileage may vary, but it can't vary too much considering we're hitting in the mid to high 100s. I can't imagine it tanking too heavily. If you do find that it does, just keep it up in the 25 watt range and you'll be absolutely fine. The game stutters sometimes anyway on other systems that I've played, but it doesn't seem too bad once you get past loading those first assets. It seems to cool off and chill out a little bit. So yeah, definitely playable, easily playable. Pick your poison. Do you want better FPS or better looking graphics? I think you can push it either way. I'm not going to tell you how to play it. If you want to go ahead and tweak things, play with manual mode, that kind of thing, then you might get even better performance. Just be wary though, if you do go into modding this, that performance will obviously vary. Hope you enjoyed this testing video. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to Just Nerdy Things, as we'll have plenty more to come.